Continuing along with my explanation of how you can use the table of progressive elements to help your bodyweight training become a hell of a lot more effective at either using the said principle to improve performance, time under tension to build muscle, and ice for increased caloric expenditure to help you burn more fat. Today we are talking about range of motion. This is a huge element that a lot of people neglect in the name of adding reps or adding weight or whatever, and we often forget that range of motion, and whatever you call it, flexibility, mobility, and so forth, is ingrained into every exercise we do. There's not really any such thing as a flexibility exercise or a mobility exercise. Anything that involves movement is a mobility exercise. So we're going to be using range of motion to satisfy these three things. Number one, said principle for improving performance, make sure that you're using a very wide range of motion to satisfy the demands of your performance needs. And this is more than just a deeper squat or a lower range of motion in your pull-ups, but also range of motion as far as shifting around, moving around, so that way that your body can handle functional capabilities in a variety of positions. So things like shifting squats, shifting push-ups, leaning forward and backward lunges. So that way, because we don't move straight up and down all the time in the real world like we often do with an exercise devoted for strength. With time under tension, range of motion is huge for your muscle building, because the bigger the range that you use in any exercise, the more time you're going to spend during each rep, and the more tension you're going to generate, usually through deeper ranges of motion. And this is why guys like me, back in the day, I used to be a half repper. Why? Because shorter ranges of motion are usually a lot easier to do, so therefore you could do more reps, you could do more weight, and it feeds the ego. But go with a big range of motion with tension throughout the whole range of motion, and you're going to get a lot more time under tension to help build your muscle. And then finally, with caloric expenditure, one of the biggest things that causes people to get very stiff is very short, tight ranges of motion through classic cardio exercises like cycling and walking and so forth. So when it comes to your ability to burn fat, add in some cardio that uses big ranges of motion, kickboxing, any type of dancing movements, things that allow a big range of motion with your activity will not only just help you burn a lot of calories, but will help prevent you from getting very tight and stiff, which inhibits your energy level and your ability to move around more on a daily basis and burn extra fat and calories. So let me know if you have any questions on the range of motion element, and we'll talk to you in the next video with the next element. Be fit, live free.